Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
XRP may be returning to $1 and beyond if analysts are correct. I'm telling you, there are a number of analysts that are expecting that to happen, perhaps even imminently. Maybe a little bit of time needs to pass in the interim, but there's going to be a break one way or another, and there's not a shortage of analysts that think that that break may be to the upside, although pretty much all of them generally tend to acknowledge that it's going to be dictated by movements of Bitcoin. But that's not new news, right? Bitcoin leads the market, which is why I've joked over the years that if Bitcoin sneezes, then you need to redo all of your analysis for whatever altcoin that you're looking at. So we do need to take a look at that. But in the meantime, look at these headlines, including from entities that, like, clearly historically haven't been fair to Ripple and or XRP, in particular CoinDesk, which is known in the XRP community as FUD Desk. Look at this headline though. XRP climbs 22% amid developments in Ripple v SEC case. Now, you know, acknowledging something positive in terms of price action, this must have broken the soul of the author of this article. One would assume, because it's a CoinDesk author. That's the assumption that I'm making here. I don't want to read the article. I just wanted to mention this. And it is silly though that they're basically implying that the reason the XRP price went up recently is because of developments in the Ripple versus SEC case. Even though the timing doesn't perfectly line up, they're making that case anyway, which is why I've said many times that whatever's happening in the moment news-wise, if you have a big break up or down for XRP or any cryptocurrency, whatever's happening in the moment, that it's attributed to that. That's the reason it happened, which I think is nonsense. I think that there is no reason for the price moving around other than emotional humans buying and selling. That's pretty much it. That really is it. And what further proof of that? Well, there's stuff happening all the time. Positive, negative, it doesn't do a damn thing to price most of the time. But then when these big breaks happen, all these news sources are like, oh, what's happening now? Okay, there you go, that's the reason. No, I'm not buying it. Now here's this from newsbtc.com. Now this website's really put out some serious FUD over the years, which I've highlighted, and I put a bunch of their articles in the wood chipper, actually. But here's the title: XRP price surges. Is Ripple winning the fight against SEC? And then there's this, and I do love this one because it's like the facts behind it are glorious. XRP rallies 50% in just 5 days, overtaking Cardano and Solana in market capitalization. So plenty to talk about, but before going further, I want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos about crypto topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this, XRP is at 86 cents, Bitcoin at $44,870, market cap just over $2 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance continuing to range sideways, currently at 41.4%, and Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 50 out of 100, so the lemmings still feeling about the same as they did yesterday. They're no longer fearful. That's good. I don't take pleasure from the typical little lemming retail speculators out there feeling fearful. But today they are neutral, so this is a good day for the lemmings compared to what's been occurring for the last, 6 weeks or so, whatever it's been. Now take a look at this from chart analyst 360 Trader, who shared the following with his 209,800 followers all up on the Twitters. And this first tweet was from 2 days ago, February 8th. He wrote, XRP, with that ascending volume, they tried to push it down, couldn't. A nice close here, and we visit $1 very soon. By the way, if this tweet doesn't get me more followers, I quit. I don't know if it did, but that's funny. His XRP tweets I've seen from him, they seem to get a lot of reaction from the community, let's say. And then he put this out though, just hour and a half ago though. He's very optimistic for XRP in the short term. Take a look at this. Here, I'll just make this chart full screen. He tweeted out, XRP coming out of a major base here with a bull pennant. And so the bull pennant with this little blue triangle thing is here. And even for me not being some sort of technical analyst, because I find this work to be particularly boring, when he's referencing a bull pennant, all you need to know in a nutshell is that with the structure, the odds of it going higher rather than lower after this, like in terms of a notable break, much greater than would otherwise be the case here. And what have we said about consolidation? The longer the base, the higher in space. So there you go. Not that this is a particularly long time period that is being highlighted here, but even so, he's just talking in terms of probability. It does seem to look to him that we're going to be seeing a move to the upside rather than to the downside. So what do you think if we're already here, we're already in this range? That's why he's saying $1 plus, definitely a strong possibility that could very well be in the cards. And then there was this from chart analyst Credible Crypto. Bitcoin holding up well here, but we are still up against monthly resistance, and the focal point of that resistance is between $45,000 to $47,000. Further consolidation / chop under this resistance to form a stronger base is healthier for future up-only action. And so he thinks even in this range, which again, even at the time of recording this, that's where we are, perfectly healthy and from his perspective, even expected. So even if it goes down a little bit in the short term, okay, fine, not looking too shabby. Now, here you have a chart analyst, Love Crypto, sharing his perspective, and so he doesn't deny what, for instance, the 360 trader said might happen in terms of it going up. He's just not as convinced. He's unbiased. And so here's his tweet. He wrote, expecting white or yellow to play out. Zero bias for either. Bitcoin's next move will dictate this. Hashtag XRP. And here's the chart that he shared. And so he's basically like, flip a coin. Based on the data that's available to him, looking at the structure of this, he's going to just like flip a coin. But he does acknowledge, like I said at the outset of the video, heavily dependent on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin continues to rally up to some degree, then much greater odds that XRP will continue moving in a much more notable fashion and outperform the market, which it certainly has been doing. I mean, again, like that one headline, I probably shouldn't even gloss over that. I mentioned it the other day, but worth repeating. XRP's at number 6 in terms of market cap at the time I'm recording this. It is now above Cardano and Solana, which both had runs over the last year, big runs, and now they've just been moving to the downside, relatively speaking, so XRP's back up where it was. And it's amazing to see that because XRP price today is suppressed, and it's still number 6 in terms of market cap. Even better than that, 2 of the coins above it, Tether and USDC, they're just stable coins. They're always worth the same amount. And those weren't even in the top 10 last market cycle because there weren't as many printed last market cycle. So if you throw those out, XRP's actually at number 4 in terms of market cap, despite the nonsense, the SEC going after Ripple claiming XRP, by the nature of existing, is a security. Which means the only 3 coins above XRP, if you throw out the stable coins at the time of recording this, would be Binance Coin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. That's it. That's it. So you just wait till XRP goes on its order. That's what I keep saying. Like to the people that don't think that XRP could be back in the number 2 spot, well, I'm not going to make a prediction that it will, but that's completely plausible. Oh, absolutely, that's very possible. This market's going to be huge by the time this is all done, and so XRP, you just wait. It lags behind the market historically in terms of when it has its biggest impulse moves, but even so, even if it does that again, which it's historically done, so what? When it goes, it goes. Take a look at this tweet from DIY Investing, and he ultimately gets at how big this market might end up becoming. He wrote, I learned everything I know by experiencing the 2016 and 2017 cycle firsthand. It continues to amaze me how cycles can be so different, yet so similar. Hidden bullish divergence, higher highs plus lower lows on relative strength index. Fib targets, 2017 we topped at 4.236, which translate to $12 trillion this market cycle. 12 trillion, folks. Well, we're at 2 trillion right now. So 6 times that. And that doesn't, by the way, that doesn't mean that XRP or pick your crypto could only go up 6-fold, because the coins aren't going to pop all at the same time. They can go substantially higher than that. No, not just a 6-fold increase. This is why you can have some coins that will have well over 100-fold increase. And so I don't know how high XRP is going to go, but suffice it to say, I think it's reasonable to suspect it'll be a lot higher than it is right now. And then there was also this. I just wanted to mention this. This is an article from CoinDesk titled BlackRock Planning to Offer Crypto Trading, Sources Say. Now, folks, BlackRock is the largest company that does investment management on the entire planet, with roughly $10 trillion worth of assets under management. 10 trillion. And they are jumping into crypto. And so all these people that are fearful, oh my gosh, what if my coin doesn't go down? I'm like, think for the long haul. And BlackRock would not be getting into this if they didn't think that this was long-term viable. They're not just going to jump in and then have egg all over their face when the cryptocurrency asset class ceases to exist in 6 months, which is not going to happen, folks. It's here for the long haul. It's going to be turbulent. It's going to be volatile. I'd say most of the cryptocurrencies that exist are going to go to zero, but there's opportunity here. It's not going away. The best days are yet ahead. And if that weren't the case, BlackRock certainly would not be jumping into it. And then there's also this from attorney John Deaton. He tweeted out, Robinhood executive just said on CNBC that he's taking the brand global and it will be a crypto-first platform. We may be onto something, people.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.